Very good morning, students. Today we will discuss about working of control valves and how to draw the control valves. Okay, so here I'll just revise the last session, the topics that we have discussed. Uh, so here you can see the graphical representation for the symbols of the directional control valves. So here number of valves are drawn over here, but it's difficult to draw this different types varieties over here. It takes too much time, so I have drawn it on paper. So here you can consider the valves, and these are the actuating weights um, by using spring on the right hand side. It's called as a spring return. We'll see with the uses of this actuating mechanisms. So pneumatic, hydraulic, and electrical. So here you can see the port sequence 513 on the input side and 42 on the output side. Out of this 513, port number 5 and 3 are exhaust ports, and port 1 is a pressure port or input port, and port number 4 and 2 are the output ports. Now whenever there are 5 ports in one block, the sequence will be 51342. Whenever there is whenever there are sorry whenever there are 4 ports in one block, then uh, obviously port 5 will get cancelled, means 1 3 4 2, only 4 ports will be there in one block. Whenever we are dealing with a wall which is having 3 ports in one block, then in that case the sequence will be 1 3 and 2. Fourth and fifth port won't be there. So here you can see the first wall is 2 by 2 NC. NC means normally close. Close means this wall is not sending the compressor from input side to the output side. Okay, and if you observe this carefully, you'll get one thing. I have given numbers to the right side block only. It is assumed that mostly at all times right side block is in active condition normally. Okay, so whenever I will tell the reason behind this also. So you can see right side block, port numbering in right side block, port numbering in right side, right side. Okay, so here it is normally closed. Normally closed means the wall is not passing the air from or fluid from input side to the output side. It's normally closed. All almost all times we are using normally closed walls because if the walls are open, then there won't be fun in case of controlling the walls. The walls must give the output when we are ready with the signal. Okay, so that's why we are not using this normally open walls. Whenever it is mentioned or whenever it is asked or whenever it is required. Rarely we will require normally open walls, but whenever required, we can use this normally open walls. The simple difference in between normally closed and normally open wall is uh, we have to change the positions of the block. Okay, left side block will go on the right side block will go on the left hand side. So only two ports, so it's two, and positions 2 and second 2. Okay, 3 by 2 means 3 ports in one block and total 2 position left and right side. And that is what it's off and on. or we can say closed and open. Okay, so two positions are there, so it's 3 by 2. Okay, then four ports are there in one block, and such two positions are there. Means this is closed, this is open. Now how to get the difference in between NC and NO in case of the wall which is having two output ports. Okay, or this category, that means 4 by 2, 5 by 2, 4 by 3, 5 by 3. Okay, so by mistake I have written this 4 by 2, it's 4 by 3, it should be 4 by 3. That I will tell you later whenever we are whenever we will be discussing on the working of double acting cylinder, then we'll mention this requirement for the wall. Now here this this is a 5 by 2, means 5 ports are there in one block and such two positions are there. नॉर्मली मी काय सांगतोय की जो ब्लॉक ॲक्टिव्ह असेल तो कुठचा असणार आहे राईट साईडचा ब्लॉक सो दॅट्स वाय आय हॅव गिवन नंबर्स टू द पोर्ट्स इन द राईट साईड ब्लॉक in case if left side block is in active condition though it's NC wall in a case left side block is in active condition we should give numbers to the ports in the left side block. लेफ्ट साइड ब्लॉक जर ॲक्टिव्ह कंडिशनमध्ये असेल मीन्स लेफ्ट साइड ब्लॉकमधले पोर्ट्स ॲक्टिव्ह कंडिशनमध्ये असणार. याचा मिनिंग लेफ्ट साइड ब्लॉकमधल्या पोर्ट्सना नंबरिंग केलं पाहिजे, राईट साईडच्या पोर्ट्सना नंबरिंग अवॉइड केलं पाहिजे. ओके, रॉंग नाही आहे बट there is a standard that is followed that is followed everywhere, so you have to just make sure that you are following this rule. Okay, next is this is 5 by 3, 5 ports are there in one block and you can see 3 positions are there. Then whenever we want to stop the system suddenly, okay, suddenly means एकदम अचानक एका मोमेंटमध्ये वाटलं आपलं सगळी सिस्टम स्टॉप झाली पाहिजे, त्या केसमध्ये what we have to do is we have to activate this middle block. हा मिडल ब्लॉक ॲक्टिव्ह केला त्या केसमध्ये काय होईल, the air on the input side cannot go on the output side. जे आउटपुट साईडला जिथे पास नाही झाले तर ऑब्वियसली नेक्स्ट लेवलचे कंपोनंट्स आहेत मे बी ॲक्च्युएटर, those components will not get any supply. As they are not getting any supply means they will stop working or they will stop giving any output, so system will stop suddenly. Okay, so this is a 5 by 3, 5 ports in one block and such 3 positions are there. हां, याच्यामध्ये हे क्लोज दाखवलेत मीन्स इनपुट साईडची पुढे आउटपुट साईडला जात नाहीत, तिथल्या तिथेच क्लोज झालेले आहेत लाइनिंग्स. Now this is a 4 by 3, that is 6th wall, 4 ports in one block and such 3 positions, same logic ahe. Now this is NO. I will tell you the reason why I said that right side block is normally considered as an active block आणि त्याचे sports का active असतात. I will tell you the reason behind this. So just keep this thing in mind, maybe in 1-2 slides this will get clear. Now here this is 2 by 2 NO, so 2 ports and 2 positions normally open means राइट साईडचा ब्लॉक जर ॲक्टिव्ह कंडिशनमध्ये असेल तर ऑब्वियसली इट इज सेंडिंग द एअर from input side to the output side, that is the wall is open and just like tap is open. Okay, same thing 3 by 2 NO. 3 by 2 normally open, right side block is sending the air from input side to the output side, so it is normally open. So whenever we are activating this wall, left side block will get active. Okay, means the air which was sent to the output side, that will come back through this line and it will be given to the atmosphere through port number 3. Okay, same numberings will be there, so 1 3 and 2, same 1 2, same everywhere, 1 3 4 2, 5 1 3 4 2. वर्किंग पण यांचं या पोर्टचं सेमच असणार आहे, फक्त डिफरन्स काही आहे, फक्त मी नंबरिंग या राईट साईडच्या ब्लॉकमधल्या पोर्ट्सनं केलं आहे. इट इज सेम फॉर दिस लेफ्ट साईड ब्लॉक. ओके, then this is 4 by 2. Air is going in this way to the port 4 and output side ला जी काही एअर आहे at port number 2, that will come back to port 3. Now here जरी इथे क्रॉस झालेले दिसले तरी ते क्रॉस नाही, they are in front of each other. They are not the line is not mixing the air, it is not disturbing the airflow. Okay, so that's why that is that, but as we are looking from the front side, they look like they are crossing each other. Okay, but they are parallel, they are in different planes, so that's why it look like they are mixing with each other, they are mixing the air with each other. And now this is the 5 by 2 normally open, सेम लाईक दिस, बट फक्त इथे एकच डिफरन्स आहे, हा लेफ्ट साईडचा ब्लॉक आहे तो तुम्हाला राईट साईडला दिसेल आणि ते राईट साईडचा ब्लॉक आहे तो तुम्हाला लेफ्ट साईडला दिसेल. दॅट इज ओनली डिफरन्स. यू कीप दिस थिंग्स इन माइंड. That is only for NC. NO you will get, that is about second side of a coin. So that is how you want to remember, you have to remember the things while drawing the control walls. Now this is 5 by 3 NO and this is a 4 by 3 NO. Now we'll see the basic working of the control walls. Now you can see here the push button is there on the left hand side. This is the casing that you can see. Okay, this push button is connected to the wall inside this casing. This is the left side block, this is the right side block, and the spring is there on the right hand side of the wall which is connected to the casing. Okay, so whenever we are pushing from the left side by pressing this button, what will happen, the blocks will slide on this right hand side. Okay, so the ports which are coinciding with the outer ports of the wall, uh, that will get disconnected, and the ports in the left side block will coincide with the outer ports. Okay, so in that case the left side block will be in active condition and right side block will be in inactive condition. Okay, the meaning is the air which is coming at port 1, in case right side block is in active condition, it is not going to port number 2 because this port 1 is not connected to port 2, but this port 2 is connected to port 3, means the air present on the right hand side that will come from output side and it will go to the input side at port number 3, and as port number 3 is open to the atmosphere, the air will go to the atmosphere, and here the air which is coming from the air service unit, and that will not go further because the connection is not there in between port 1 and 2. Okay, but that connection is there in the left side block, that is this is port 1 and this is port 2, so one is connected to port 2, so whenever this left side block is coming in front of this uh, ports, after pushing this push button, after pressing the push button, the air which is coming over here, air air which is coming from the air service unit which is connected over here to this port 1, it will send the air to the port 2 whenever this left side block is connected with this, because after placing this ports in the left side block will coincide with the outer ports, and that is how the air will come from air service unit situated over here. Air will come from air service unit situated over here to port 1 to left side port 1 of the block, of the left side block. Then this port 1 to port 2, and since this 2 is connected over here, or since it is coinciding with the outer casing port 2, then it will go further. Okay, the air will go further. So that is how it will work. And whenever we release this push button, what will happen, uh, in case we release the push button, there won't be any pressure on the left hand side of the block. Means the only pressure which is acting on this wall, total wall, okay, inside wall, is from the right hand side, and that is because of the compressed spring. Because जेव्हा आपण push button press करणार त्यावेळी ही spring compressed होईल, and whenever we release the push button, that compressor will apply pressure from the left hand side and the block will come on the left hand side, and in that case this ports in the right side block will coincide with the outer ports. Okay, so this is how each and every wall will work. Okay, in case of this 5 by 3 inch wall, in case of this 5 by 3 inch wall, intermediate positionचा जो block आहे that will be coinciding with the outer ports of the casing. Okay, so whenever we want to activate a left side block, we have to apply pressure from the left side on this block, and whenever we want to activate right side block, we have to apply pressure on this left side block. Okay, this is the time 17 minutes. So if you neglect this spring, or we can say the basic, we'll discuss again the basic point. Whenever we are releasing this push button, the spring is present on the right hand side of this block, and since that spring is under compression, it is applying pressure on the right hand side of the block. But if this is absent, if the spring is absent, then in that case we have to do this manually. Means we have to apply pressure on the right hand side of the block manually, or somehow by using some some actuating technique. Okay, either we can apply compressed air flow on the right hand side, or we can apply uh, roller lever on the right hand side, or somehow we have to apply pressure on the right hand side. So whenever it is whenever this wall is having a or whenever this is a spring return means no need to get the initial condition, uh, uh, no need to apply any force, no need to actuate the wall to get the initial condition. Only one thing is required, that is we have to release the applied force, and that applied force we are using for actuating the wall. So this is the case. This is a single sided 3 by 2 NC wall. This wall is a single sided, means एका साइडनेच आपण ॲक्च्युएट करतोय. So it's a single sided 3 by 2 wall, single sided 3 by 2 wall. Okay, so here this is the spring return. So in case if you don't want to use spring, we can cancel it out. We can use a roller lever over here. Okay, we can use we can apply compressed air directly on this side, Means whenever we are sending air on this side, because of the pressure of the compressed air, the blocks will get pushed towards right side, and the thing will get achieved. And whenever, and if the wall is single sided, we have to release that air which is applied on the left hand side of this wall. And whenever we are releasing that air, the compressed air, due to spring pressure, the wall will come back to initial position. Okay. And whenever we are dealing with a double sided air operated 3 by 2 wall, then in that case there will be a compressed air at this point as well as this point. Okay. Means whenever we want to activate left side block, we have to apply pressure on this side. So हा pressure apply केल्यानंतर काय होईल, blocks the slide होतो right side ला. And whenever we are releasing the pressure on the left hand side, this block will not come back to initial position. Okay. Why? Because there won't be any force on the right hand side of this wall. Okay. मग त्या केसमध्ये काय करायला लागेल, we have to apply pressure on the right hand side of this wall by using the compressed air. And whenever we are applying compressed air over here, the blocks will slide on the left side, that is will come to the initial position. Okay. So the meaning is, whenever we are applying pressure on one side, maybe left side, there should not be any pressure on the right hand side of the wall. Okay. That means कुठच्या तरी एका साईडला ऍक्टिव्ह असला पाहिजे प्रेशर, अदर साइड इनऍक्टिव्ह असली पाहिजे. ओके. तरच त्याचा इफेक्ट मिळणार आहे. Just like if you are pushing table from opposite sides, okay, then table will not move. If you are pushing a table from opposite sides, then obviously it will not move. So ते मूव होण्यासाठी काय करायला हवं, कुठच्या तरी एका साईडने खूप फोर्स असेल तो आपल्याला रिलीज करायला हवा, तरच आपल्याला तिथे मूवमेंट मिळेल. ओके. So the same logic is there. Whenever we want to move this block on the left hand side, means whenever we want to activate left side block, we have to release a pressure on the right hand side in case of air operated, or in case of spring return, we have to apply pressure uh, on the left hand side which is greater than the spring pressure. Okay. Then it will then the applied force will overcome the spring pressure and will move the block towards right side. And whenever we want to deactivate left side block and activate a right side block, then in that case, in case of double sided wall, we have to release the pressure from the left side, and we have to apply pressure on the right hand side. And in case of it is spring return wall, we have to release pressure on the left hand side and that side. It will in that case, in this case, it will that means the spring will apply pressure on the right hand side of the block, and it will activate the right side block. So that is the logic. Now here some logic gate walls are there. Now you know this logic gate, that is AND wall, logic and wall, and logic or wall. Now here you can see the construction for this wall. This is port 1, this is port 2, and this is port 3. Out of these 3 ports, port 1 and port 3 are the input ports, and this port 2 are the port 2 is the output port. Now here this 1 is not a pressure port. This port 1 is taking the air from the control wall, some control wall. Okay. Similarly, port 3 will take the air from the control wall, and then after satisfying the condition, it will send the air to port 2, and port 2 will Port 2 if connected to the next component, it will supply the air to that component. Similarly, logic or wall is there. So this is port 1, it will take the air from the control wall. Port 3 will also take the air from the control wall, and after satisfying the condition, it will send the air at port number 2. And whenever and if this wall is connected to this connected to the next component, this wall will supply air to that component. Okay, now we all know the basic conditions for the logic gate walls, that is AND wall and OR wall. Now here, what are those conditions? Everyone knows that 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0, that is for AND wall, and in case of OR wall it's 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 0. Okay, that means in case of AND wall, if both inputs are active, that means if the compressed air is coming at port 1 as well as 3, then only it will send the air to port number 2. And if any one input is inactive, that means if the air is present at port 1 and air is not present at port 3, then air will not uh, pass to port 2. Okay. uh, Similarly, if air is absent at port 1 and air is present at port 3, then also it will not send the air at port 2. So that is what the condition. If both the ports are having active input, then only it will send the air at port number 2. Now it is obvious that you can see, whenever the air is coming at port 1, it will go like this, it will come here, and from this aperture, small aperture, you can see the air will come over here. Okay, but let's say we are supplying air at port number 1 only, we are not supplying air at port number 3, then what will happen, this is a small aperture and this is what a plunger. So whenever the air is applied at this port 1, what will happen, the plunger will move towards right side, and it will cover this aperture, it will block the aperture, and air will not pass to port 2. Okay, same thing will happen in case we are supplying air at port number 3 only, and we are not supplying air at port number 1. Okay, same thing will happen. But whenever we are supplying air at both ports, that is 1 as well as 3, then this plunger will get settled in the intermediate position, and the air coming from port 1, it will go like this, it will pass through aperture, it will go to port 2. On this side also it will go like this, it will come over here, it will pass through aperture to port 2. Okay, and port 2 will give the output. Now in case of OR wall, what is the logic? 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 and 0 0 0. That means कुठचा तरी एक इनपुट ॲक्टिव्ह असलं पाहिजे, आयदर आउट ऑफ आयदर 1 और 3. मीन्स आयदर 1 ला तरी सप्लाय असायला हवा compressed एअरचा, और पोर्ट नंबर 3 ला तरी. Okay, let's say port 1 is having supply and 3 is not having. Means air will go over here, it will come to this junction and it will go towards port 2. Okay, it will try to go over here, but this O like structure is the irregularity that will come in the path. Okay, and it will block the path. So whenever this port 3 is having the input and port 1 is not having any input, in that case the air will come from this side and it will force the irregularity to settle down on the left half of this path. Again, that means port 3 to port 2 path will be clear. This irregularity will settle down on the left side path. Okay, over here मी इथे जो हा लेफ्ट साईडचा पोर्शन दाखवत आहे या पॉईंट पासून या पॉईंट पर्यंत इथे या साईडला कुठेतरी सेटल्ड होईल, and because of this port 3 will send the air to port 2. Okay, means somehow you will get the output. and whenever both ports are giving the and whenever both ports are supplied with the compressed air, then that case ही irregularity माहित नाही कुठे settle down होईल, but somehow कुठून तरी either from port 1 or from port number 3 the air will go to port number 2. Okay, so somehow it will give the output from port number 2, that is what the compressed air. But in case of there is no any input at any port, obviously एअरच जर आलेली नाही आहे कुठून, आयदर नॉट ॲट नायदर ॲट पोर्ट 1 नॉर ॲट पोर्ट 3. ओके, मीन्स ऑब्वियसली इथे काही सवालच येणार नाही की पोर्ट 2 मधून काहीतरी आपल्याला कॉम्प्रेस्ड एअर मिळेल. सो दॅट इज वॉट सिम्पल थिंग और सिम्पल वर्किंग ऑफ द ऑर लॉजिक गेट वॉल. So we'll see when to use this AND wall or wall. Uh, Normally we will be in need of AND wall. Uh, Rarely we will need OR wall. AND wallच सगळ्यात जास्ती आपल्याला लागणार आहे. The basic structure आहे for every system um, that involves AND wall. Rarely we will need OR wall. Now next is the flow control wall. You can see here this is what the lining for the airflow. Okay, and this structure and the arrow over there represents that we can change the cross section for this lining. Okay, we can change the cross section for this lining. Means हा जो dotted portion दाखवला आहे हा flow control wall झाला. ओके, मीन्स इथला आपण जो क्रॉस सेक्शन आहे या लाइनिंगचा तो आपण एक नॉब वर नॉब असणार आहे त्या ठिकाणी एक कंपोनंट असेल अँड त्याला नॉब असेल. बाय युझिंग दॅट नॉब वी कॅन रोटेट दॅट अँड वी कॅन व्हेरी दी क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ दिस लाइनिंग. Okay, so that is what the flow control wall. So we can send air from left to right and we can and by rotating knob over there we can control the flow rate for the flow rate for the compressed air, as well as whenever we are reversing the flow, that means whenever we want to send the air from right side to the left side, then also we can use the same knob for the wall and we can control the flow rate. Okay, but in case of this in case we need to control the air only in one direction and not in the other direction, means अशी suppose एक requirement असू शकते की we want to control the flow in the left to right direction, and whenever we are reversing the flow, that is whenever air is flowing from right side to the left side, it should not get controlled. So whenever such situation is there, we'll have to deal with this unidirectional flow control wall. Now what is this? You can see the direction of airflow is like this, left to right. It will come here, it will find some resistance over here. Resistance means what? अडथळा, त्या फ्लोला अडथळा का? Because we are varying the cross section of that lining. Okay, so same cross section असेल तर obviously the flow rate will not change, means there won't be any resistance. But here if you are varying the cross section, means obviously there is a resistance, so air will try to move from this path, it will come in the parallel path. So या parallel path मध्ये आल्यानंतर काय करणार आहे, इथे जशी irregularity आहे तशीच इथे irregularity आहे, that will cover up this opening for the special path, and because of this हा जो flow आहे तो block होणार, and it will what will happen, the air will the air has no any option to flow other than to flow in the main path. Okay, means main path मधून जाण्याशिवाय आता या एअरला काही ऑप्शन नाही, so it will continue flowing through main path, and whenever we rotate the knob and control the cross section for the lining, flow rate will change. Now let's say we are reversing the flow, means we are passing there from right side to the left side, then that case what will happen, इथे आपण knob rotate करून cross section vary करू शकतो, means what, resistance will be there. Now first air will try to pass through this path which is having some resistance, then some portion will come here, it will try to come over here. Now this whenever the flow is from left to right, इथला जो aperture आहे तो cover केला जातो because of this irregularity. But whenever the flow is reverse, that is whenever the air is coming from right to left, हे जे ओपनिंग आहे, हे जे aperture आहे ते ओपन होणार आहे आणि इरेग्युलरिटी कुठेतरी पाठी जाऊन कुठेतरी सेटल होईल. ओके, it's not like this path, and the air will come out from air will pass from this side, it will come to this junction. Okay, now see, there is a certain resistance over here, some resistance is over here in the main path, and uh, whenever the airflow is from right side to the left side, this irregularity is not covering this aperture. Okay, this is a special aperture, and special irregularity is there, so it is not covering the path, it is not acting as an obstacle in the path whenever flow is in the right to left direction. Okay, means uh, there won't be any resistance in the parallel path, so air will try to flow from parallel path only, because there is a resistance in the main path and there is a zero resistance in the parallel path. So all the air will move from parallel path, it will flow from parallel path. That's why the air will not experience any resistance in the right to left direction of the flow, air flow. Now on that line there is another wall, that is a time delay wall. Now we'll have to discuss about the working of this time delay wall. Now see here, this is the main line from which the air is coming from one control wall, and that is passing through this unidirectional flow control wall. Now you can see the structure is same, means air पुढे गेली त्या unidirectional flow control wall मधून, and we can control the cross section of this main line, आणि लेफ्ट टू राईट मध्ये हा फ्लो कंट्रोल होणार, राईट टू लेफ्ट मध्ये कंट्रोल नाही होणार. सो लेफ्ट टू राईट फ्लो असताना कंट्रोल होणार आहे compressed air, and then it will go further to accumulator, and accumulator is one cavity or just a small space, and ती space completely fill up झाल्याशिवाय, ती cavity completely fill up झाल्याशिवाय pressure generate होणार नाही, and it won't get applied on this 3 by 2 wall. Now this is a 3 by 2 wall, and the compressed air will apply pressure on the left hand side of this wall, and now you can see initially the right side block is in active condition, means the connections are given to port 1 for the right side block, and port 2 is connected with the outer casing for that wall. Now here it's a spring return, so whenever the air is coming over here to the accumulator, and whenever this accumulator is getting completely filled, then the pressure will get generated, and that air pressure will cause this uh, wall to active, and because of actuation of this wall, what will happen, this connections will shift to this, means half block obviously right side ला move होईल, and because of that this spring will get this spring will get compressed, आणि या ब्लॉक मधले जे काही पोर्ट्स आहेत ते आउटर केसिंग बरोबर कोइन्साइड होतील, and air which is coming at this port 1 will pass further to the output side, and the air will pass to next component. So the time which is required to fill up this accumulator is nothing but the time delay that we are getting in the process. Normally हा जर आपण skip केला, हा स्किप केला तर काय होईल, या पॉईंट पासून आपल्याला डायरेक्टली जिथे नेक्स्ट कंपोनंटला इनपुट द्यायचं आहे तिथे कनेक्ट होईल. ओके, सो तो कनेक्ट झाल्यानंतर काय होणार आहे, ॲज सून ॲज द एअर इज कमिंग ॲट दिस पॉईंट पुढे नेक्स्ट कंपोनंटला जाणार आहे. बट over here what is happening, first it is passing through this unidirectional flow control wall, then it will take some time to fill this accumulator completely, and after completely filling of this accumulator, the pressure will get created, and that air pressure will get applied on the left hand side of the wall, 3 by 2 wall, आणि त्याच्यानंतर तो wall activate होते. So it will take some time. कुठे टाइम कुठे लागणार आहे आपल्याला ॲक्युम्युलेटरला. ॲक्युम्युलेटर कम्प्लिटली फिल करण्यासाठी टाइम लागेल, तोच आपल्याला त्या प्रोसेसमध्ये मिळणारा डिले असेल. नाउ हिअर ॲज वी आर कंट्रोलिंग दी cross section of the linings for the flow control wall, obviously we can control or we can vary the time required to fill the accumulator. Means flow rate कमी असेल, opening कमी असेल, तर obviously time required to fill that accumulator will be greater. Okay, opening जास्ती असेल means flow rate वाढला means obviously time required to fill that accumulator will be lesser. So depending upon our requirement, we can vary the cross section for the linings for the airflow in the in the unidirectional flow control wall, and according to the time will vary. The time required to fill the accumulator will vary, and one will get the delay in the process. So this is about the working of the working of the time delay ball. Some points are there to be discussed uh, about this pneumatic system. We'll discuss in short. One slide. Mm, Now this is the air service unit, or uh, you can see here, this is a air service unit that we have to represent in every system. जे आपण सिस्टीम डिझाईन करणार त्या सिस्टीममध्ये प्रत्येक ठिकाणी आपल्याला हे एअर सर्व्हिस दिसायला हवं. दिस इज वॉट दी दिस रिप्रेझेंट्स वी आर टेकिंग दी compressed air supply from outside, and outside means obviously this will be a compressor unit. Okay, from where we will be taking the compressed air supply. Okay, so after that it will come to this FRL unit or air service unit. Now this is first a filter. It will just take the filter it to the bottom. Then this is a regulator. Here we can vary the control the pressure for the air, and this is what the lubricator. It will just lubricate the air to avoid some problems that we have discussed in the previous sessions. Okay, and from here the air will come out to give supply to the various components. Okay, at port 1, except logic gate valves. Okay, now here you can see the pneumatic system. For pneumatic system, the arrowhead should be hollow. Over here you can see the arrowheads are hollow. Okay, here also you can see everywhere the arrowheads are hollow. Here also, here, everywhere we are using hollow arrowheads. Okay, this represents the system is a pneumatic system. Now whenever we are drawing this arrowhead like this, means हे solid करायला लागतील completely, हे completely fill करायला लागतील. That will represent hydraulic system. means इथे जे काही arrowhead दिसत आहेत, इथे पण बघा हा arrowhead किंवा हे सगळेच arrowheads जे दिसत आहेत, if we are completely filling that, then the system will become hydraulic system. Now this is the single acting cylinder and double acting cylinder. Now you can see this is the spring. This is the way of representing a single acting cylinder, and this is what the double acting cylinder. Left side ला शक्यतो स्प्रिंग काढली तर ती दिसायला व्यवस्थित दिसते आणि कळतं सुद्धा immediately की this is a single acting cylinder. So this is a retracted position S1, and whenever we are applying compressed air at at this input port for the single acting cylinder, air will go inside, and obviously it will push the piston to move towards right side, and obviously the rod together with this rod end, it will come to the second position, that is S2. So this is extended position, this is retracted position. Okay, In case of double acting cylinder, whenever we supply the air on this at this port, and whenever we are releasing the air from the other side through this port, then the piston will move towards right side, and the rod end will come to the second position, that is H2. And whenever we are applying pressure or compressed air on the right hand side of the piston, and whenever we release the pressure on the left hand side of the piston, then in that case from S2 the rod end will come to the S1 position, that means it will retract. So this is retracted position and this is extended position. Okay. Mm, Initial condition काहीही असू शकते, means initially the cylinder can be in extended condition, means हा piston आपल्याला इथे right ला दाखवायला हवा. The same way, if the single acting cylinder is extended, we have to show the piston over here. Okay, आणि rod end obviously या position ला जाईल, याचा पण इथे S2 ला जाईल. So that is all about uh, basics of the or the working of the control valves and the actuators, and the basics of the pneumatics and hydraulics. Okay, so in the next session we'll be discussing about the remaining points. Thank you so much.